as you can kind of see right back here on the ground in my office, lots of packages. We have been visualizing how the space is going to look and feel, and we have been getting things. And I say this is such a opportunity and gift provided by the universe, because this is something we've been talking about wanting to bring to fruition for 3 years, and we definitely thought it was going to be coming much further down the road. And things that really ignited that fire in me, you just have that gut feeling, that feeling in your body. You're just I need to do this. I need to figure out how to make this happen for me. So that was kind of the first epiphany, if you will, of okay, when I take care of my health and my well-being, I perform better not only in my sport, but in life. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to another episode in this series of Building Steady Strength. And I have very exciting news today that we are kind of shifting gears in this series away from just, how my off season has been going with my fitness endeavors, my nutrition, sleep, stress recovery, all of that good stuff, for even more monumental news. I am so excited to share that 3 weeks ago from today, Jay and I, my partner, if you are new here, received the news that the space that our gym is located in was going to potentially have the building it is shared with, that space was going to become vacant. And we were offered the opportunity to potentially take it and move in. We weren't going to know for another week, so we kind of sat on this news and, just sat in such gratitude, because what I'm going to be sharing in this 3-part series is how this has all come to life. So we sit in gratitude for that next week of just, what this could mean if the space became ours. Lo and behold, a week later, we find out, yes, the space is going to become vacant. We decide this is an opportunity that the universe has kind of served up on a platter to us. And it would be so silly not to take it, because for the last at least 3 years, if not longer, Jay and I have been having conversations about combining his gym / our gym, Unreal Fitness, with my online coaching business, The Pursuit of Authenticity, Strength and Wellness, but The Pursuit of Authenticity Coaching, which is what this new space is going to enable us to do. And I say this is such a opportunity and gift provided by the universe, because this is something we've been talking about wanting to bring to fruition for 3 years, and we definitely thought it was going to be coming much further down the road. The fact that it came sooner than we expected is, all the feels, super exciting, and also a little bit of, oh my gosh, are we ready for this type of thing? But without hesitation, Jay was on board. I am not as quick to jump as he is at new opportunities, but of course I knew this was meant to be. This space is for us to bring our dreams to fruition. And in perfect The Pursuit of Authenticity fashion, I get to realize my dreams, and I'm so excited to share kind of the behind the scenes of not only has this been a dream, not only how long this has been a dream for us, but how long this has been a dream for me individually to have my own space to train clients out of, to do yoga and mindfulness and meditation classes and events, and to coach other coaches, and to just, be able to give back to my roots and just physically plant roots in my community, to be able to reach more people and to grow my branches and not only take my body, business, and life to the next level, but to help all of you to do exactly the same. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share this series with you. I can't wait to share my mood boards and my vision boards of bringing this all to life. Today is currently November 22nd, 2023. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And so you guys are going to get to see the whole process of this coming to life over the next 3 months. And it's going to be so much fun. And I cannot wait for you guys to be along for the ride. It's been a couple weeks already since that last update I gave you guys. And I was thinking about, how do I want to actually showcase this whole Bringing POA to Fruition series? And, how does someone break down the story of their destiny in a 3-part series? Not to be dramatic, but how far back do I go? And, I don't share this to be, I guess, egoic in a way. I really hope that you find inspiration in my story, you find resonance, you see yourself in my story, and that you go after those big, bold dreams that you have if they are in alignment, kind of like what I have created. So I think today we're going to just go back to 8th grade. Now, that was a while ago, and I'm not going to go into every detail, but really, I have this vivid memory of being in 8th grade. I was playing travel softball at the time, and I started to notice my performance in my sport was not as good as it once was. I noticed I was slower, and I just had some extra weight on my body that I didn't need. And now that may sound a little worrisome to some of you, why are you so worried about your body weight at such a young age? I probably was 12 or 13 at the time. But I don't think it was so much about I was worried about my physical appearance. I know it was a little bit that, because when you feel good, when you look good and you feel good, you perform better. I'm a firm believer in that. But also, it was more so I wanted to play better in my sport. It was more fun when I was doing better, right? So this really triggered me to, not in a bad way triggered, but it really, I should say, inspired me and motivated me to take better care of myself physically. So I started going on runs more. I started doing workouts in my room every night. And I think they were out of it might have been 17 magazine at the time. It was really just body weight stuff, crunches and lunges with light weights, so a little bit of weighted, but nothing too crazy. And just small changes over time, being consistent with that, resulted in me losing about 20 pounds, which is actually quite a lot for someone who is that young. It was not unhealthy. I was small, I guess, at the time. I think I was around 105 or 115 maybe pounds, but I would say it wasn't an unhealthy habit. So that was kind of the first epiphany, if you will, of okay, when I take care of my health and my well-being, I perform better not only in my sport, but in life. And, being an athlete, if you haven't heard my story in full, I've been an athlete my whole life, from playing t-ball when I was 4 all the way up and through college, playing college softball. So I stayed pretty active all throughout high school and kind of kept up that behavior, got into lifting here and there because of softball, got into cheerleading, did some tumbling and gymnastics, things like that. And I had some other epiphanies along the way where I was like, oh, I really like this weightlifting thing. Or I had coaches who really inspired me, like, ooh, I want to do what they're doing. I want to be a strength coach. I want to help people with mental performance coaching, and things that really ignited that fire in me, if you will. You just have that like gut feeling, that feeling in your body where you go home that night and you're just like, oh, like, I need to do this. I need to figure out how to make this happen for me. Like when you get those like when that inner fire is stoked. So I had some of those epiphanies throughout high school and into college. And in fact, my senior year of college, I was really getting into fitness seriously. I was coming up at the end of my softball career, and I had fallen so in love with fitness that I really wanted to find a way to potentially make it my career after college. I knew I was going to be going into business because it was a safe route, but so it would allow me to get a comfortable and a good entry-level job. But also it was going to teach me a lot about how to run a business. And so, in fact, my senior year of college, I ended up taking an entrepreneurship course. And I have the opportunity to build a business plan, which I do indeed have sitting right here because this is going to be funny. And on the topic of my fitness passion growing and growing throughout college, I actually really got into Beachbody workouts. So for those who may not be familiar, Beachbody is the company who makes the products like Insanity by Shaun T, P90X by Tony Horton, I think was his last name. Oh my gosh, can't remember the names. Something Extreme by Chalene Johnson. Body Beast by, I forget his name, but hopefully some of you do know what I'm talking about, and some of you watching probably remember when I was actually going through these different programs and like falling in love with them and some of the embarrassing moments that came with that. But hey, live and learn, right? So I'm going through these different programs. It's changing my life in a multitude of ways, just teaching me more about discipline and consistency, and how when you keep moving in the direction you desire, your life shifts in the direction you desire. Not only, like I said, your fitness and your performance in sports, but all across the board. So I end up signing up to become a Team Beachbody coach. If you don't know, Beachbody is actually a MLM company, and you can sign up to become one of their coaches and have people sign up under you to also be coaches, and there's supplements you can sell and blah, 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 blah. I did this for a couple years, and it did get me some good experience and kind of like the business side of things. But essentially what I learned was that I don't want to do multi-level marketing. I want to be an entrepreneur and sell products that I truly believe in, that come from my heart and soul, and that I can get behind. So my senior year of college, I ended up writing a business plan for a hypothetical company that I wanted to potentially bring to fruition one day. And that company at the time was called Be Fit, Be Healthy, Be You. Pretty self-explanatory, right? That's the gist of it. This business plan was written from the perspective of taking that multi-level marketing business. It was essentially a business that I had started, and bringing that to fruition in a physical location. However, again, over the years, as I learned what Team Beachbody actually was, because I was really young when I signed up. I think I was 21. And, back then, I multi-level marketing, it wasn't as understood as it is nowadays. So my senior year of college was back in 2013 that I wrote this plan. That was exactly 10 years ago to this day. So this has been a move in the making for me for at least the last decade. However, Like I said, once I learned that I wanted to be an entrepreneur and own my own company, that's when the wheels really started to get turning, and I started to kind of see that vision come to life over the next decade. I'm gonna jump around a little bit in this series, and I'm gonna fast forward to about 7 years later. At this point in my life, I had been dating my partner for about 4 years, and he owned a gym. And naturally, me being very passionate about fitness and having my own business related to strength and wellness coaching, we had started talking about potentially bringing our visions together in the future, whenever that may be. It was kind of looking like a 5-year plan at that point. And the reason I have the binder that I created my business plan in back in college next to me is because this also happened to be the binder that I created vision boards in the same year that my partner and I started talking about bringing the gym, Unreal Fitness, and my business, POA, together. And in this binder, I'm not going to show it to you guys because, I could, but I'll save you from seeing all the details. But essentially, 3 years ago, probably 4 years ago, because it's 2024 when you are actually seeing this, 3 to 4 years ago, we started imagining this vision together. And now, here we are, living it. It is unfolding, and that's what I want to dive into. Next is what has unfolded is showing you guys the behind the scenes as this unfolds so that you can see everything that's gone into making this grand opening possible, making POA in its physical presence possible, and to help you guys see what's to come. You guys, I have been keeping a secret. It has been 4 days now since I announced to you guys the official expansion of the gym, POA having a physical space, the grand opening coming, and I just finished reading through all the comments that have come in over those last 4 days across Facebook and Instagram and just all the social medias, and really just allowing myself to feel all of that, receive all of that, and really reflect on how far this community has come. Because I saw, people from high school commenting and acknowledging this expansion, and people from my college days and different workplaces that I have had the opportunity to work at over the years, different people who have been members at Unreal over the years, and people I've met in the last few years online through POA and through growing my business. And it's just been so rewarding and rich to see those different reflections of who I was at different points in time when I met these different individuals, and to see how much all of you have supported me and elevated me to get to where I am today, to make all of this possible. It's so cool, and I'm so grateful for it, and I'm so grateful for us getting to take these next steps together and to grow and build and become even better. So that was such a wonderful way to kind of kick off today's Monday, to kick off my week, and to kind of relish in all of that from these last few days in the weekend and kind of ride that high still. So, since we have officially found out this space was going to be ours about 5 weeks ago, we have made it over there about 2 times now, 2 or 3. We kind of peeked in there one day. So let's call it 3. We've been in there 3 times, or over there 3 times, to check it out, just start visualizing and kind of imagining the flow of the space, what we'll use different areas for, and just what we want to bring to life in this new space. I'll put some pictures on the screen here of kind of what it's currently looking like. It is currently an office space. So you see all this furniture, some of it will probably stay, a lot of it is going to go. And in addition to seeing the space, we've also done some shopping around. We've looked at a couple different vendors for cardio machines. This new area will be filled with cardio machines in the windows, imagine plants in the windows, and just a really nice atmosphere. It'll have like athletic vibes, but also like relaxing vibes, because I plan to teach yoga out of this space and just offer different vision boarding events, things for my life coaching aspect of my business, as well as touch on the mindfulness and meditation piece of my business, and then of course fitness too, which I'll utilize the whole gym space for. So it's going to serve a lot of different functions, I'm imagining. As you can see on the screen, here are the different cardio pieces we've been looking at, and I'm really excited for you guys to see what we will actually be bringing in there. We're currently thinking some treadmills, some rowers, some bikes, and potentially a Stairmaster, which would be super cool. Challenging, but cool. And in this whole process, I have actually been working on revamping the POA website. I wanted to kind of freshen things up for this launch and give it a more evolved look and feel. So if you have not checked out our website in the last month or 2, head over there. I'll leave a link in the description box as well, and you can just check out what we have going on, our current programs and services, and yeah, whatever you find over there, our mission, our vision and philosophy, all of the good things, as well as access to the Pursuit of Authenticity podcast. You can access our merch, and you can learn more about me. If you're new here and you don't really know that much about me, you can learn all about my backstory, how I got into coaching and how POA came to be, type of thing. Hope you love the new look and feel. If you are a returner to our website, and enjoy. I put a lot of love, heart, and soul into it, so I hope that comes through. And then lastly, as you can kind of see right back here on the ground in my office, lots of packages. We have been ordering, and again, like I said, visualizing and imagining how the space is going to look and feel. And we have been getting things to fill the space, as well as to have for the grand opening. And I haven't really mentioned it yet, but by the time this goes live, you will know about it. We are also having a banquet for the gym community, the members, as well as close friends and family, to celebrate this milestone for the gym expanding, for POA stepping in and bringing our communities together. So we also have purchased stuff for the banquet. So I'm really excited for all of it. I'm excited for all of it coming together, but you will see more here over the next couple of videos of things I'm going to have for you guys at the grand opening. I'll probably give you some sneak peeks into things for the banquet, what's coming with that as well. You'll definitely see pictures after the fact. Hopefully you can come if that's something that's of interest to you. It will be something that's open up to the public as well. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video for a little bit of unboxing. We'll probably have more packages that have come since. Thank you for being here for this series, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Before I go, I am so excited to announce that our pre-grand opening sale is now live. Use Grand Deal 25 for 25% off. Book a consultation call at the link in the description and mention the code on our call to save 25% off on a program or service of your choice to get started. Deuces!